Now please welcome our second commencement speaker, Nikos Mynhier.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Nikos Mynhier. I'm in the Commercial Dance Conservatory. And next fall, I'll be studying astrophysics at UC Santa Cruz. So let me start with my name again. My name is Nikos Mynhier. And I'm proud to say that I'm the third Mynhier to graduate from this amazing institution. I still recall the day, a decade ago, when my sisters jumped for joy at the opening of their acceptance letters to the Commercial Dance Conservatory at OCSA with an H. And although many things at OCSA have changed in the last decade, including the acronym, what hasn't changed is OCSA's sincere dedication to the cultivation of every student. I recall the stories my sisters would tell me of their wacky, fun, creative, and brilliant fellow students, and the supportive sanctuary that OCSA teachers and staff provided. I couldn't wait until it was my turn to join the ranks of the OCSA student body. So, for the next 4 years, I prepared myself for the illustrious OCSA audition. Ooh, that audition. I think I might have done the best dancing of my life in that audition. During my improvisational section, I whipped out 6 pirouettes for the first and last time in my life. Either way, a few months later, I got the letter that I managed to land a spot in the Commercial Dance Conservatory. This may have been because of my sisters convincing Jim Kolb, the director, that I could do that many turns consistently, but nonetheless, I made it. From that very moment on, my sisters took every opportunity they had to talk me up. I know a teacher of mine, Mr. Dion, still quotes something they would say to him, that with each Mynhier, we got better. He doesn't agree. But still, the welcoming OCSA family had already accepted me wholeheartedly before I'd even stepped foot on campus as a student. And trust me, I could not have been more excited. So fast forward through my first sister's OCSA graduation and a few awkward middle school years to my second sister's OCSA graduation, where she stood exactly where I'm standing now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is when I realized just how amazing my sisters were and how much of that came from OCSA. You'll hear from everyone that it's the culture, the accepting attitudes, the diversity. It's all true, but it's much more than that. At the time, I thought, whatever it is, I want to make sure I take full advantage of it just like my sisters did. I made it my goal to be just like them. And so the next year, my freshman year, I approached it like an experiment. I had my controls, same classes, check, same teachers, check. I had my variables, a club here, check, an outside activity there, check. But by the end of my first year, I was exhausted. I don't know how my sisters did it. And that's when I realized that I was never going to be as good at being my sisters as my sisters. So I started breaking the mold. My schedule became slightly less balanced. I took math outside of school. I took an extra science. I let French take a back seat. But OCSA let me do it. And they supported me the whole way. They gave me the freedom to explore and discover who I was and what I wanted to do. I stopped learning for the sake of appearances and started learning because I love to learn. And I was excited every day. I never knew what OCSA would hold. Some days were quiet and productive, or I'd go to 7th block and my teachers would spend their personal time helping me and answering my questions. Other days would be adventures, where I would scour the campus with my friends encountering classical voice singing quartets, impromptu jazz performances, or dancers working tirelessly, perfecting choreography in a room, or my personal favorite, the underappreciated creative writer who is creating brilliant stories and poems, but hiding behind their computer screens. This is when I realized what made OCSA students so great. No one here was trying to be anyone but the best versions of themselves. This is what made students like my sisters so successful. OCSA didn't let me follow in the footsteps of those before me. OCSA helped me to realize that my path shared just as much merit as that of my sisters. When I needed more physics classes, they gave me more physics classes. When I wanted to take a break from dance and explore sports, they let me start a tennis team that took second place in the league the first semester we played. And subsequently, when I missed dance and wanted to get back into it, they gave me guest choreographers, master classes, and they reminded me exactly why I love to dance. The OCSA staff and students, to this day, have never given up on me. They've instilled in me and my entire family a will to achieve and courage to overcome setbacks. So as I stand here today, in front of all of my fellow classmates, I'm so proud of what we have all become. I'm so proud to be one among star reporters that remind me that age is no barrier. One among fashion designers who show me that doing what you love is how you succeed. One among entrepreneurs who demonstrate success is through dedication and vision. One among engineers who build drones during lunch. And lastly, one among friends that have taught me the value of companionship and will be in my life forever. So, to bring this full circle, there are many great people in this world, and so many we can learn from. But we, the OCSA class of 2017, are not simply followers. We have taken advantage of every amazing opportunity OCSA has made available to us. And I know that as we grow older, the world will not be the same because it will have seen what we can do. And one last note to my family, my sisters, my mom and dad. Thank you guys so much for all that you have done for me, and I love you forever.